bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. One West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy and get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he a domino. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical. Guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since. All the dominance of one West rising to prominent. Cause I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupon for Uber. Rhymes hard like they've been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. A showstopper, been this proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm going, I'm off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when the heat's on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had them niggas spin like a tire, but down the deep, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because UPK. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me.
Time, man, shit. Make sure you let these niggas know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Get on this motherfucker. Let these niggas know what time it is, you understand? We royalty.
King Ty really one of the realest. I survived drive-bys from them killers. Like I got 9 lives, I got 9 wives. I said fine wine with them bitches. I'm spitting fire bombs in your city. I got like 8 or 9 niggas with me. And we all ready to die in a minute. One West, we the best in the business. I get offended, I fuck niggas spend it. Talking they get it, but niggas is timid. Rappers is softer than linen. Catch me out parking lot pimping. What more could I give them? I've been the hottest forever. Why would I lie about cheddar? I could do better. I just put loyalty first. Royalty coming whenever. Pull up in a Jetta. Curvature on me, you sweater. My fault like wearing a sweater in summertime weather. Haters so salty, no pepper. You not that seasoned or clever. I'm with the rebel. Used to pump bass with the treble. Baking a cake in a kettle. I used to cook up the work. Now I just cook with the metal. Gotta keep foot to the pedal. Yeah, let me give it gas on the highway. Let the music blast on the calm day. Break the Glock down in the 3-part. Put the 3 together like my Najee. Sipping like Bombay with my enclave. Got my mind made. Ain't no time waste. No. Eating prime steak with a fine date at a fine place. Getting violated.
Hey, listen. I already told these niggas. You understand? I call up King Ty. He say, what's up? I say, what's good, my lord? Listen, he like, listen. These niggas ain't ready for none of this. You understand? I said, listen, if the nigga ain't one West, he ain't got it on his arm or his chest. I don't give a fuck about the nigga. It's just me and my niggas. We royalty, yeah.
I got the hammer, you running, man. Come through your window like brother man. Snapping your neck like a rubber band. Talk to my dog like the sun is setting. He told me murder you rappers. Uppercut sending you vertical actors. Y'all got me coming with verbal attackers. I might attack you type physical too. So y'all be rhyming the way y'all be shining. I'm blinding these rappers like Mr. Magoo. These haters miserable, we indivisible. Look at these haters like they got no clue. They hold up ones and them W's. Really, bro, don't get too comfortable. If you ain't cut from the cloth, co-signed by the boss, then we do not fuck with you. Cause you wouldn't last here. I told you the same shit last year.
Already told.
Keep talking that trash, I have a car come kick your ass
You
here.
already know.
Your jaw like glassware. We pull up not rocking no mask there. Don't care if you spot us, you know how you got us. It's over, you saying your last prayer.
Go ahead. My love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like stamps and I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Nigga think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying. This shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert. Another cop just stretch the nigga. He a demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening. Is it factive? If revenge was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jake. So time war, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear him. This shit like it ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain frame. Shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitch about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow sign, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still about my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Send my bro a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes, cause one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My cold cabinet, riding on these whole rappers, my hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 G shits. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani. My wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. That's why I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that God flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. They can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life.
It's lucky I was muted. So now, listen, man. This is the Leicester class, but we live from Birmingham. Obviously, we couldn't go Leicester because of those storms and all of those kind of things. But yo, we out here, man.
That's right.
Also, any questions, just type your questions in the chat and we will get your questions. But today we're going to go into a few books. We're going to go into a few history books, man. Listen, it's called the history books are open. So whatever history books we got, we're going to go into them. We don't know what order. Whatever order we go into them is whatever order we're going to go into them. But also, follow all our social media. We have classes live in the school, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 p.m. till 9. We have classes online Tuesday and Friday, 7 p.m. till 9. We have under ends Friday, 9 p.m. Sabbath service Saturday, 10 a.m. And camp, if the Lord allows. Any questions, put them in the chat. But if I could, Revelations 12 and 16, I'm going to start in the book of Revelations, chapter 12 and verse 16.
Revelations 12 and 16. So lucky, my bad. And the earth helped the woman.
It says, and the earth helped the woman.
So we'll start a bit behind that.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood.
And the serpent cast out of his mouth water like as a flood. And out of his mouth, that flood is a flood of lies, man.
That's right.
You hear when people say, oh, he's talking a flood of lies. That's what it means, man. He cast out of his mouth a flood. And what does a flood usually do? We had a flood in Birmingham today. And the flood drowns people and drowns things. And this man has drowned us with this flood, which he cast out of his mouth. This flood. It's like
I could prove that in Revelation 13 and 6.
Good.
Revelation 13 and 6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God.
And he did what?
Opened his mouth in blasphemy against God.
He opened his mouth in blasphemy against God. He lied on God. He told you that God's a white man. He told you that God allows two men to get married. He told you that Jesus Christ is white. That's the blasphemies against God. That right there is part of the floods which they cast out of their mouth.
That's right.
They cast floods out of their mouth, and a ton of our people have believed the floods which was cast out of their mouth. Let's go ahead.
Go back. So this is Revelation 12 and 15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth as a water as a flood.
And he cast out of his mouth water as a flood. And out of his mouth was those lies, man.
That's right.
What he cast out of his mouth was those lies.
That's right.
Everything that came out of his mouth was a lie. He told you Jesus is white. He told you the Sabbath day is Sunday. Everything that he told you was a lie which he cast out of his mouth. So go ahead.
Come. After the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away.
After the woman, and the woman is Israel. And now what happens when there's a flood? You get carried away by this flood. I don't know if you've ever seen a flood and someone gets carried downstream. That's what they call it. They got carried downstream. And with these lies, they wanted to carry us away with these lies. And a ton of us was carried away with these lies.
That's right.
Until archaeology, until history. We was carried away with all these lies, which the serpent cast out of his mouth. So he 100% did that part. Let's lucky go ahead.
Verse 16. And the earth helped the woman.
And the what?
And the earth helped the woman.
And the earth helped the woman, man. Meaning history, archaeology, time, all of those things help the woman, man. Meaning now, through this flood, now earth is being revealed through this flood. And what did this earth do? It swallowed up the flood of lies. So once this flood of lies that we had that Jesus is white, we just found the older record that said Jesus is black.
That's right.
That record did what? Swallowed up the lies. Now that swallowed up the flood. Now we're seeing things like, the real Jews are white. That's what they're teaching us. The real Jews are white and Jewish and Judaism. And then the earth helped the woman with all the records and Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Then we started to get helped by archaeology and history. And then we started to realize, hold on, this water right here, what came out of his mouth is lies. That's lucky. Go ahead.
God. And the dragon was rough with the woman.
And the dragon was rough with the woman. And the dragon is this oppressor that's rough with us. He hates us with a passion. And that's why when people say things like, black people are just lazy and they don't want to work and they don't do this. The dragon that's rough with us doesn't allow us to get jobs.
That's right.
The dragon that's rough with us doesn't allow us to elevate. The dragon that's rough with us destroys everything we try and put our hand to. That's why we don't get to these places. Why? Because the dragon is rough with us. It says the dragon was rough with the woman, and that woman is Israel. That's like, is there anyone?
Yeah, you can't. And with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God.
And he was mad with the remnant that keep the commandments of God.
That's right.
So this is why they will lie about us. Oh, they're hate group. They're this, they're that, they're this, they're that. So go ahead.
And keep the testimony of Jesus Christ.
And those that keep the truth and understand that Christ is a black man and the testimony and everything he said, they're mad about that, man. That's why they'll be like, what you teaching is lies and this and that. And they're mad at all those things. That's lucky. Go ahead.
That was it.
That was it. So now some of the lies they cast out of their mouth, like right here. I got a picture of Peter right here, man. And Peter's black as could be. So
let me see.
So now we're going to show you the picture of Peter. Also, any questions? Come in the chat. So right. Sorry, dude. Yeah, so look at that. That's Peter right there. That right there is Peter. If you could zoom into the afro, it will show his afro. Look at his hair, man. That's Peter right there. That's a black picture of Peter that they found in Moscow. And look at the afro. Now, when they tell you about Peter, they make you think Peter's a white man. They make you think Peter's a white man until you open the records and you will see that Peter is black with an afro. I need someone to try and get around these artifacts that we're going to bring up today, man. I need someone to try and get around these records and these books that we're going to bring today. Because that right there is Peter with what? Nappy hair, just like we've got nappy hair.
That's right.
Man. Listen, I can show it in the Bibles. Okay, let's see if we can get that. What is it again? I can't remember that one.
Do you want to Acts 81?
Nah, the nappy hair one. Daniel 7. Is it Daniel? Hair like the
7 and 9.
Well, Can't find Daniel for the life of me.
God.
Where's Daniel gone now? There you go. All right, so now I'm going to get the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 9. It says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow.
Let's talk about the Ancient of Days, man. Who's that? The Most High? Who's more Ancient of Days than God himself? Daniel's seeing a vision right now, man. In the Bible's about holy men that seen visions, holy men that had revelations, holy men that seen things that you could never see, holy men that was given mysteries and secrets of things that you could never even dream about, man, in your wildest dreams, man. And Daniel had one of these visions. And Daniel saw the Ancient of Days sitting down on his throne of fire, man. Come on.
Whose garment was white as snow.
And God's garment was white as snow, which represents purity, man. Imagine white, pure garment, white as snow. Come on.
And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
And the head of his hair like pure wool. What texture is wool, man? Black people have woolly texture hair, man. Right. I've never seen a white man with woolly texture hair. Never seen an East Indian with woolly texture hair. Black people have woolly texture hair. And that's what we just showed in the archaeology that, what was it, Peter or Paul? Peter had an afro, man. Just showed it all and over in the Bible, whether you want history, scriptures, breakdowns, prophecies. It always shows that what the real Jews are blacks, man. Right. Come on. Read that again, Baba Kishar.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
And the Ancient of Days did sit. Meaning God sit on his throne. So this is the end time, man. When the white man goes in chains, when Christ comes back, when everything is done, when all the thrones are cast down, all the dominions are cast down, and the Most High is sitting on his throne. Come on.
Whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool.
And the head of his hair like the pure wool, man. Woolly texture hair. That's the same texture black people have, man. Shalom. Salakia.
Listen, don't get more plain than that, man. It says his head was like the pure wool. And now when we looked at that picture of Peter, he had the woolly textured hair. He was a black man, dark-skinned man. Even when you look on the side, it says the Apostle Peter, Theophan Grip Moscow, end of the 14th century, Theophanes from Constantinople. So now,
let me see if we can get it on there.
So now we're gonna get the date of this picture. We're gonna get the date of this picture for you, because this predates what the Renaissance teaches you, man. So now when you look at the writing right there, it says Moscow, end of the 14th century, Theophanes from Constantinople. And if you know anything about Constantinople, that was the capital of the Byzantine Empire. So he named it after himself. Constantinople just means Constantine and whatnot. So they named it after themselves. And the Byzantine Empire was a black empire that spoke Greek. And then they was brought down. I can't remember who was the Ottomans or the one of them. I can't remember if it's the Ottomans or the other ones. But then they brought down that empire, man. Started to spread Islam. They conquered all Byzantine territory. And that's how the Muslims today got Palestine. Because right, originally, who was there? The Byzantine Empire. And then Muhammad hated them so much. And his men wanted everything that they had. They coveted everything that they had so much that what? They went to where places like Jerusalem and said, oh, we're going to put a mosque here. So now they got the Al-Aqsa mosque there. So whatever's happening to them there, that land really don't belong to them either. They was just there. Why? Because they conquered the Byzantine Empire and ran them out, man, and made a lot of them convert to Islam. That's what they did. I'm gonna get the book of Acts chapter 13 and verse 1, man. I'll show you that nigga is in the Bible, man.
And this is the New Testament too, man. Anyone thinking that, that's the Old Testament, it's old and done away with. This is the New Testament, man. Something that you Christians bang on about all day. Let's see what color the Jews are in the New Testament. Read that.
The book of Acts chapter 13 and verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers.
Right, now in Antioch? Read that again, man.
Now they were in the church that was at Antioch.
Now there was in the church at Antioch. Church is just a gathering of Israelites, man. A church ain't what you see today with what's it called, a steeple, and a big building. A church is just a gathering of Israelites. We call it the school, man. In the ISUPK, we got many schools. This was a church in Antioch. In the UPK, we got churches or schools in England. churches in New York, schools in California, schools in Florida. At this time, there was a particular church, a particular school that was in Antioch. Come on.
Certain prophets and teachers.
Prophets and teachers. So make no mistake, we talk about the prophets of God, the teachers of God, the men that are ordained to teach the Bible, the men that are ordained by God to give revelations, prophets and teachers. Come on.
As Barnabas and Simeon.
And Barnabas and Simeon, man. Simeon was Christ's right-hand man. Barnabas is the understudy of Simeon. So these are people that was close to Christ, that rode with Christ. Not only are we talking about the prophets, not only are we talking about the teachers, we're talking about men that even rode with Christ, that knew Christ personally, man. Let's find out about these men. Read.
As Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Niger.
And these men were called what?
Niger.
And these men were called Niger, man. Niger is a Latin word which means black. And over time, due to people's pronunciations and people's accents, that word became nigger, man. That's a Latin word which means black. All it means is black. So you tell me why the prophets are called black? Maybe because they are black.
Right.
You tell me why the teachers of God are called black? Maybe because they are black. You wouldn't call a white man black. You wouldn't call someone with pale skin black. You wouldn't call someone with ginger and blue eyes and, pale skin black. They called us black. Why? Because we're the people of the Bible, man. The prophets in the New Testament were called black. And if Peter was black and Paul was black and Barnabas and the prophets were black, then that means Jesus Christ also was black, man.
Right.
That means the Bible speaking about black men. That means the Jews are black. That means black men walked on water. Black men made the blind see. Black men did miracles. Black men rode with Christ, man.
Right.
That's the Bible, man. But they'll never teach you that in school, man. It's a luck,
Exactly. They'll never teach you that.
Let me show you can I show you the Bible real quick?
So right now we're going to show you how certain of the prophets looked. Right here is a page full of black men on the page. So look at this right here. This right here, as this is shown, look at all them black men on the page. Now I'm going to read Acts 13:1 again. Now they were in the church that was at Antioch, certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Niger. And now when you look at this page, there's Nigers all on this page, man.
That's right.
Now with that page, it should let you know to the right. Has it got a date on? It should have a date on there. Yeah, it should have a date on there. Is it on there? Page 6. So now it's letting you know, page 6, glorification of Mary Akapis hymn icon, Boca Master, the 14th century. So it means that this depiction was around in the 1300s, because the 1300s would be the 14th century. So now these pictures right here is original paintings of what the people look like, and this predates the Renaissance. Now everyone started to become white in the Renaissance period, and once they rose to power, they started to make everybody white. So everybody started to become white. All the prophets became white. They rose to power and conquered the earth, and so forth. Hold on, let me see if I can find that one in Genesis, where he broke his chain from off his neck. That might be Genesis. I believe that's Genesis 27. Let me see.
Yes, pass that picture real quick. That one there. The paintbrush one. Oh.
All right, so now,
left.
Genesis 27:37. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him.
Left.
And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father?
There you go. So Isaac is the forefather of every black, Hispanic, or native Indian man. And Isaac named Jacob means to supplant. And Jacob supplanted Esau, who's the father of white people, man. Supplanted him and took back the blessing that he tried to steal from us. And Esau's crying now, like, come on, Dad, you ain't got one more blessing. You can't just have one blessing, man. You must have something else. Come on. And
now bless me, even me also, oh my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Esau cried, man. Crying. Imagine your whole life, man. Your whole life you worked hard to get to uni and you didn't get into uni, man. Imagine your whole life you've been waiting on a blessing and you find out you ain't getting this blessing, but your brother is, man. Just imagine there's nothing else to look forward to. You're crying, you get distraught. That was Esau. Come on. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. There you go. And Isaac gave him one blessing. He goes, let me tell you something, man. There's going to be one day where you're going to dwell in the nice places, man. The fatness of the earth is a good place. Like
Like the fatness of grapes, but the juice of the grapes, the belly, the goodness, man. And Esau right now is dwelling in the goodness of the earth, man. He owns everything. He owns all the beaches in the Caribbean. Everyone got to answer to him. Imagine Jamaican got what's it called? Independence. I still got to pay tax to him. That's him dwelling in the fatness of the earth, man. Come on.
And of the dew of heaven from above, and by the sword, thy sword shalt thou live.
Don't tell me Esau ain't the white man. Who's living good and blessed by the sword? Who lives by the sword, man? How does the white man get lands? By negotiation, by asking for it. He gets it by conquering it, man. England, which is a tiny country, man, with a population of 50 million people, somehow took over a third of the world, man. Had the biggest empire, bigger than Spain, bigger than France, man. One of the world's biggest empire, took over countries like America, man. 10 times, 100 times their size, man. South Africa, South America, Australia. That's because they live by the sword, man. How did they get the oil, man? By negotiation, by buying it? No, they get it by taking it, man. How did they get all their resources? By taking it. By the sword, they live. Come on.
And shalt serve thy brother.
And they're going to serve us, man. Come on.
And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
And that's where we're living right now, man. Right about now, the white man is free. He's broken the yoke. A yoke is like what you put on a slave. The Bible goes, one day the oppressor is going to be free, and he's free right now, man. And when he knows that he got a short time to rule, so what has he done? He's painted all the pictures white now, man. He told you that Christ is white, the angels are white, God is white. Why? Because this is his short time, man. He's broken a yoke off his neck, and he wants to make sure that yoke stays off his neck, man. It's like it on about.
And when did he break that yoke off his neck? During the Dark Ages, man.
That's right.
During the time of the Dark Ages, the Renaissance, that's when he broke that yoke off, man. He broke that yoke off, and then he's been running around the earth, wreaking havoc. And the Bible says, because he knows that he's got a short time. I'm gonna tell you why the oppressors did that. Young man Justice, go ahead. What's your question? Just type your question in the chat, and we'll get to it. And this right here is the oppressor whitewashing these images. This is a picture of him being the devil that he is. Like with the oppressor, the Bible says. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
For me, if you look, yeah. This is him breaking the yoke off his neck. This is a Orthodox Jew painting a picture white, man. Look at that. Painting this picture white. What you see here in the back, you can see what the picture used to be. You see a black image, and this man's painting it white, man.
Yeah.
That's him breaking his yoke off his neck. That's when this white man got free. And when he got free, he made sure, or he wants to make sure, that he's in rulership forever, man. He don't want you to one day go, hold on, the Jews are black. He wants you to go, oh well, all the Jews are white, the angels are white, black people ain't in the Bible. That's what he wants, man. It's like it on the wall.
And here's the next one on the topic of the Dark Ages, man. It says, hold on, bear with me. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, the old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
That's what we're talking about, man. We're talking about the devil was bound 1,000 years. Do your research on the Dark Ages, man. The oppressor was in chains. He was nobody. He was low for 1,000 years. The Dark Ages lasted 1,000 years, and black people ruled the Byzantine Empire for 1,000 years. And where was the oppressor? In chains, man. That's where he was. It's like it on the ball.
And now it says it was bound for 1,000 years in the bottomless pit, meaning this man was so low. We were so above, and this man was so low. It called it a bottomless pit, meaning he was so low. There was no lengths to how low he was. Like you couldn't measure how low this man was. He was that low, so much that it was called a bottomless pit. Hold on, let me read on. Hold on. And a great chain in his hand, and he laid hold on the dragon, the old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more.
There you go, man. And in the Byzantine Empire, in the Dark Ages, that oppressor was sealed, man. Everyone knew the Jews were black. Everyone knew who the Israelites were. It was common knowledge. There was pictures of it, like these pictures right here, man. Come on.
So the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that, he must be loosed a little season.
And that white man's loose now, man. That's why we don't know about these pictures. That's why we think the Jews are white. That's why we think God is white, because this white man's loose, man, for 1,000 years. That's why we think that black people are slaves and we're nobody. And that's why we think they're African. That's why we think that he's special and Christmas is real and Easter is real, because this man's loose for a season to deceive the nations, man. And he's doing a wonderful job, man. He's doing an amazing job, man. But the Lord reserved 1,000 men that would not bow the knee to Baal, man, as it is in the Bible. That's the ISUPK, man. And we won't, man. So like a long ball.
And also, so now he was bound for 1,000 years, and he shall be loosed the little season. And this little season that he's loosed, he knows his time's running out. So what's he doing? Wreaking havoc, causing trouble, and he's going to have to answer to God for all these things. Whereas a man who's smart, this is what a man who's smart would do. Imagine you're locked up in prison and the judge gives you bail. You ain't going to wreak havoc on bail. You're going to be on bail and say, you know what? I'm going to be the best citizen I could ever be. I'm going to be the most respectful, the most law-abiding citizen. So when I go back before the judge, I can say, yo, I'm a changed man.
That's right.
Not this devil. He used this little season to wreak havoc. He was like, well, damn that, I'm going to destroy everything in my path. And that's what he did. And this is why this man has to be destroyed, man. Because he's wreaking havoc. And young man Justice and Salaki said, can I eat tuna? I postponed eating it until now, until I know. Like, you can't eat tuna. Tuna is unlawful. It doesn't have scales, has microscopic scales, but it don't have scales. So when you look at it, you definitely won't see no scales on it. A tuna's what? Smooth. Tuna's kind of smooth.
It got
man.
microscopic scales, apparently. So if Moses was back there, Moses wouldn't eat it. And it started small. You know, man catching no tuna. It's big like a dolphin, man.
So you can't eat tuna. Listen, I remember the first time I was told I couldn't eat tuna, I was like, damn, what other fish out there is out there? But there's a lot of other ones you can eat. There's pilchards. What's the next one? The ones that it comes in the tomato sauce. What's that one that?
Say one, you know.
Is that pilchards?
It's sardines.
Sardines.
Pilchards, sardines, but does it catch on it?
Yeah, pilchards, sardines, sprats. What other ready-made quick ones can have? Salmon,
cod.
All of those ones. So you can eat those ones. But the tuna, hold on, let me see what I want next. Also, any more questions, just put them in the chat. This one. Find another page.
Also, let them know what book you're reading from as well.
This book is called The Icons. If you can get a copy of this, it's a good book. All the black images is in there. You might be able to get a copy for the low. There's some of them that are cheap, some of them that are expensive. I believe this one might. I think this one of them was expensive out of the two. I can't remember which one it was. Bear with me. So now, right here in this book, right here is black disciples. This is Christ's disciples that are all black. All of them, man. So when we read Acts 13:1, and it says there's certain prophets that was called Niger, right here is a historic picture that matches what the Bible says. So now, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. So if Acts 13:1 was written 1,000 times, this one picture is letting you know what Acts 13:1 is saying, man. Right here, all the disciples are black in this picture. It's got all of them in there.
Okay.
Hold on, wait a minute. We're gonna show that on the stream. So we're gonna show that on the stream so you can see it a bit more clearly. But that right there is a black image of the men that rode with Christ. So we're gonna show you that. Also, anything else, just ask. So now, I need someone to prove to us that Christ's disciples was white. That's what I need. Because that doesn't line up with Acts 13:1, and it doesn't line up with the records, man. It don't line up with the archaeology and the paintings. It don't line up with none of it. On all these paintings, Christ is depicted and his men are depicted as dark-skinned black men. And we're going to show you that picture right now. So look at that picture right now. These are Christ's disciples. All of them are black with afros sitting down, brotherhood like they're supposed to, man. These is brothers dwelling together. These right here is Christ's men. And then at the bottom is a picture of Christ at the bottom. So if you look at that at the bottom, that's a depiction of Christ. We didn't draw this book. We didn't draw this book with all these images and so forth. We didn't do none of that, man. What we did do is saw some earth that helped the woman, man.
That's right.
That's what we did. We saw some earth that helped the woman, because the Bible says what? The earth shall help the woman, because outside of that is a flood of lies, man.
That's right.
I'm gonna show you outside of what we showing. This is what there is. Hold on.
But what book is this, Lucky?
This one is Botticelli, the complete paintings of Botticelli. So now this is what happened after the Renaissance, right here. So these kind of paintings came around. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull up who Botticelli was. Bear with me. I'll just open it on any page and it will take you to.
It's Botticelli.
So now I'm gonna Google him. Bear with me. I'm just trying to work the Wikipedia. Bear with me. All right, hold on. Let me just share this to the. Let me just share this to this stream. So now you got to realize a lot of these painters was just Italians. That was. See, look right here. It says Alessandro Di Mariano Divani Filippetti.
Not showing it. Go back to the
Oh, it's not showing.
Yeah, I did now.
Oh shit! Oh, you had to change it, innit?
Yeah.
They made this shit more difficult. All right, so now it says Alessandro Di Mariano Divani Filippetti, 1445 to May 17, 1510, better known as Sandro Botticelli, Italian, or simply Botticelli, was an Italian painter of the early Renaissance. So he was a painter of the early Renaissance. Now, if I go back to, where's that book I just had? Let me go back to this one. So he was a painter in the early Renaissance. So now let me go back to, bear with me. I'm gonna go back to that same page with Christ and all the disciples on there. So with Christ and all the disciples on there, it says Botticelli, he was a Renaissance painter. So now he lived in the 1500s, about the 15th century. That's when he would have been a Renaissance painter. But if we look here, this book right here, it says the outpouring of the Holy Spirit detail from the left panel of a diptych Venetian around 1366 to 1371. So before these painters was born, the disciples was known as black.
That's right.
And then they came around during the Renaissance and they became white. Let me read the top of this, page 188. The outpouring of the Holy Spirit, middle of the 15th century. So now, if this next picture is the middle of the 15th century, what does that mean? That means that was the 1400s. This icon is from the feast day level of an iconostasis. The apostles sit on a horseshoe-shaped bench with Peter and Paul facing each other. In the middle, above them, the rays of the Holy Spirit descend from the celestial sphere in the center at the bottom of the painting. It's a dark arch with the half figure of someone royally robed. This person holds a white cloth on which there are 12 scrolls. This is a personification of the cosmos, holding in readiness the gospel scrolls in various language for the missionary activity of the apostles. So they said it was holding them scrolls in different languages. Who was the different languages for? The 12 tribes scattered abroad.
That's right.
Them scrolls wasn't for anybody else. Oh, let me get James 1:1. So now I'm gonna get James 1:1. So now it says the brothers was holding the scrolls in different languages. Now you might ask, why is it in different languages? You might think, okay, well, this was for everybody. Oh, let me stop sharing this. You might think, well, this was for everybody, but it wasn't, man. It definitely wasn't for everybody. So now here I'm looking at the apostles right now. I'm looking at a picture of Peter and Paul, and Peter's on the left, Paul's on the right, and you'll see that all these men are dark skinned with afros, man. All of them are dark skinned with afros. that's depictions of Peter and Paul.
That's right.
And these is pre-Renaissance. Yes, Lucky, go ahead.
James 1:1. James, a servant of God and of Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad.
That's why they was holding scrolls in every language, because the 12 tribes are what?
Which were scattered abroad.
So if you're scattered abroad, you're all not going to be speaking the same language. So now they had them scrolls. Why? To the 12 tribes scattered abroad. That's why them scrolls is in different languages. You're thinking them scrolls is in different languages, so everybody now, the apostles knew their mission, man. They knew exactly what their mission was.
So this picture real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So after the book that you brought out, years after, this is how images started to look. This is the headless. What's his name? The guy that Judith killed.
But Botticelli.
No, Holferns.
Oh.
And this is Judas with his head in the book of Judith was supposed to be.
See? So now these pictures, they started to use these pictures. Why? Because this is around the time of the printing press. So at the time of the printing press, they could get literature out a lot further than they could before. So now everyone started to see that literature that they got out, and all that literature that they got out was of white people. So now here's the next painting actually. Right here, this says above Synaxis Assembly of the Apostles, Novgorod, 1432. So these paintings was in full motion before your Renaissance painters was even born. Before your Renaissance paintings was even born, they already had these books. It says the apostles are standing in two loosely knit groups facing each other, with the exception of Peter, who holds a scroll in his hand. All of the other apostles are depicted holding the Gospels. Christ, their master, hovers above the 12 on a clippies, sending them out into the world to proclaim the gospel. Now, when you read those brothers' mission, they went out into the world of Israelites, man. They proclaimed the gospel to them, and you will see that all of them right here is black men. Watch this. Next one, you'll see all of them right here is black men. So we're going to put that one on the stream as well. Look at that right here, man. All of them are black men. And that's from 1432. So that's old. Look at that, man. You can't get around that. That's all the black images. Lucky if you could go to page. Hold on, let me go to page. Is page 220?
220.
Mm-hmm. So now we're going to show you some more of the disciples. So now look at this. Look, show me one. Show me one white man in these prophets right here. Look at this right here, man. This is another book. There's so much black men that, you know what? Look at the names on the top. It will tell you who they are, the names on the top. We'll give you the names of them on the top, man.
The Zechariah, Jonah, Hosea, Abraham, and under it is meant to be the depiction of them.
See? And look at all of their depictions. How come it's got those names and it's got all of their depictions, and all of their depictions is black? Look at that, man. Every last one of them. Every last one of their depictions is black. Like, you're not going to get around it, man. I'm waiting for you to show me a white man in any of these, man. I'm trying to see it and I can't see it. There's so much black men in this that you have to open the page a different type of way, man. There's so much in there that now you have to open the page a different type of way. Like, these things, you can't get around it, man. In the ISUPK, we bookkeepers. That's what we are, man. We have books and we go through these books and we know what we're talking about in these books, man.
Okay, for me as well, they'll say that they'll say they're black because there was a fire in the catacombs, but then their clothing is white. Why didn't the fire burn their clothes? Why didn't the soot from the smoke turn their clothes dark? Just their face and their hands.
Exactly. And for them to say that the dark black because there was a fire in the catacombs, most of these pictures ain't even from the catacombs. Most of these pictures is from other locations around Europe, so they can't even get away with that. Like, all right, one picture, I'd say fine if they said that, but now all of them in places where there was no fire, where there's no history of a recorded fire there. Listen, man, the lies they tell us, we got to stop falling for their lies, man.
Like this one here, this is a brother with white garments on.
Mm-hmm.
So why is it his face black but his garments white?
Exactly. You know, other lies are trying to say, oh yeah, because they couldn't get the white, they couldn't get the white paint back then. They couldn't get the white paint back then. That's the lie they will give you, that they couldn't get white paint back then. Whereas, if the garment can be white, surely they found white paint to make the garment white.
That's right.
So the lies that they give us, we have to stop falling for them lies. They give us all these lies. We have to stop falling for it, man. We're going to. All right, we're gonna go into a next book. This book is called The Icons. So this book right here is called The Icons. This book's a little. I've had this for a while, so this book's a little half beat up.
That the one with the Egyptians and that picking water and so forth?
Nah, I think you're on about Living Bible.
That's the one. Yeah, can't.
Bear with me a second. Look at this right here, man. Look at that right there. That right there is what? An angel, man. What color is the angel? Now, I'm going to also show you in the Bible, man, how this angel looks right here. I'm going to also show you the same thing in the Bible. That angel looks black right there, man. Look at that. Now, I'm going to show you that these images correlate with the Bible.
That's right.
Now, when we go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 1 and verse 5, you're going to even find out that the angels was black.
That's right. Ezekiel 1, verse 5. Also, out of the bits thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance.
So 4 living creatures came out, and now it says this was their appearance. So now someone's appearance is how they look. When you talk about someone's appearance, you're talking about how they look. So right here is a black angel depicted. Now we're reading out of the Bible. We're going to read their appearance. Yes, okay, go ahead.
And they had the likeness of a man.
And they had the what?
Likeness of a man.
They had the likeness of a man. Go ahead.
And everyone faces, and everyone had 4 wings.
And they all had 4 wings. These angels, these 4 figures that came out had 4 wings. Go ahead.
And their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot.
So now they had on like some Western boots. So people are thinking their foot was like that, but this is talking about the boots they had on. So it's them Western boots where it's got the toe thing at the front, where it's like a camel shoe.
A ninja boot.
Yeah, it's like a ninja boot. So that's the footwear that they had on.
I think Nike makes one, innit?
Yeah.
Everyone wears them, man. It's
I think
disgusting.
they're called roses. What they're called roses? Apparently they're comfortable, you know.
With the big toe.
Yeah. Apparently they're comfortable, so they say. So yeah, it would be
with the Velcro strap in
there. Yeah. So apparently they're comfortable, but these angels had on something like that. But they had a Western boot, like a ninja boot. So that's what they had on their feet. That's like, you go ahead.
Come on. And they sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
And the what?
Sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
They sparkled like the color of burnished brass. And if we look at this picture right here, this is a picture of an angel, which is the color of burnished brass.
That's right.
Meaning dark skin, because even the angels was black.
That's right.
And the Bible tells you the angels is black. Archaeology tells you the angels is black.
That's right.
So when this oppressor casts that flood of lies out of his mouth, we need the earth. And it says the earth helped the woman. This right here is the earth helping the woman. This earth right here. No, the earth is helping the woman. This archaeology is helping us. Like, even if I read on the bottom of that picture, it will say right here, it will say miracle of Saint Michael, tempera on wood, Mount Athos, 14th or 15th century. So that's the 13 or 1400s. So that picture of a black angel is from the 13 or 1400s. There's no way you're going to get around that, man. I'm trying to see how someone gets around that. Right here is the books. The class is called The History Books Are Open, man. I need someone to come and rebut the information. That's what I need, man. I need someone to come and rebut the information and say to us, yo, you lot are liars. That's what I need. I need someone to come and call us liars and prove it. Let me see where we're going to go now. If you can get to page 120. Is it not? Yeah, page 120. So now we're going to show more black angels in the same book called The Icons. So this is page 120 that we're going to go to. And then I'm going to read the description. I'm going to read the description from the Bible again. So right here is black angels, man. I'm going to read Ezekiel chapter 1 and 5 again, just so you understand where I'm coming from. It says, also out of the mist. Also out of the mist thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man, and everyone had 4 faces, and everyone had 4 wings, and their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. Look, man, you can't get around that, man. This right here is another picture of 8 black angels we're showing out of the archaeology, and it said that they was the color of burnished brass. Now I'm gonna read the thing at the bottom. We'll let you know right here. It says the archangel wings are tripped on wood. It's letting you know that's what it was made on. It says Maxkavarishi, second half of the 13th century. Meaning what? This is 1200s, like 1200, the year 1250. Imagine they had black pictures in the year 1250. Now it says opposite descent of the Holy Ghost under apostles, 13th century. So this is the 1200s. Now, if you look right here, is another picture of the disciples being black from another book. This is another book of the disciples being black. We're going to show that also. Look at this right here.
This nigga here, this nigga here, that obviously he's like a lineup in that man. She's got proper good hairline in that man.
Yeah.
It's a beard. It's a black man's beard right there.
So I'm saying that this is another picture of the apostles from the 1200s. Now the 1200s, everybody knew the prophets and the disciples was black. And then the 15th, 16th century is once this world started to make everybody white. And now everyone's white. They all run with it. The world runs with it. The world runs with everybody being white now. When that's a lie. Hold on. Bear with me. Yeah. So now this is a book called The Renaissance. It's called The Oxford History of the Renaissance. So we're going to read a little bit about the Renaissance. It says the Renaissance is a model of cultural descent in which the culture of 15th and 16th century Europe is represented as a repudiation of a medieval world in decline in favor of the revival of the culture of ancient Greece and Rome. So now that's what the Renaissance is. It's a revival of ancient Greece and Rome. So now I need to go into certain books. So now I got to go into certain books and show you the revival of ancient Greece and Rome. Now, if I look in, this book's heavy, man. Damn.
You brought it the cup one time, innit?
So this book right here is the complete works of Leonardo da Vinci. So now I'm gonna show you what Rome and Greek wanted. This is what Rome. Let me just find any picture in there. I should have brought that Michelangelo book, you know, I didn't even bring it. Hold on. This is what they wanted to bring back, things like this. Naked babies, man. This is what they wanted to bring back, things like this. They wanted to bring back naked babies and all of those kind of things. That's what Greece and them wanted a revival of. Greece and them wanted a revival of naked children. And that's what Rome and these places is heavily into. They're heavily into things like that. So they wanted to bring back that. Like, if you look through those books, you'll see that everyone's always naked. It's like if you can get me the Botticelli one, but sure. You'll see in there, people are always naked. It's lucky. I'm going to just find any page in here and show you that what? These look like a lot of nakedness and see, look, this is what they're like. This is ancient Roman Greece. These kind of pictures where everyone has to be naked. And what you'll find out is the books that we showed, you can tell when black people was depicting art because everyone was clothed. Have you noticed? Everyone was clothed. The men had clothes and garments, so on and so forth. You let the oppressor depict stuff. What happens? Everybody becomes naked, man. So now let me read on. Says the Renaissance is a model of cultural descent in which the culture of 15th and 16th century Europe is represented as a repudiation of a medieval world in decline. So they were saying that the world before was in decline, and now that should let you know that what the white man don't view our world as the same as his. He called one a medieval world in decline. Why didn't he say the whole world's in decline? He considered the medieval world different compared to the world that he's got. They considered it different worlds because why? They realized that our world and their world ain't the same world. So hold on. In favor of the revival of the culture of ancient Greece and Rome, and they hated that black people was ruling. And once they broke that yoke off of their neck, they wanted to do what? Revive the culture of Greece and Rome. That's what they did. Once they was loosed out of that pit, they wanted to revive the culture of Greece and Rome. Once they was loose for a little season, what did they do? Revive the culture of Greece and Rome. Says the parallel religious model is the Reformation, in which the church is represented as turning its back on corruption. So now this is the white church saying that they turned their back on corruption and decline in favor of a renewal of the purity of the early church. In both models, there had to be an intervening middle period between the glorious past and its revival. So now, what did they consider the glorious past? Rome and Greece, man. Living like that, they considered that glorious. Says the idea of the Middle Ages, medium avum, was introduced to European historiography by the Roman historian Flavio Biondo in 1437 and quickly became a commonplace. Thereafter, European history was conventionally divided into three periods: classical antiquity, the Middle Ages, and the modern period. The biblical metaphor of rebirth was first applied to art by Giorgio Vasari, who used the term to denote the period from Cimabue and Giotto to his own time. It was certainly an inordinately slow birth. The broadening of the term Renaissance to encompass a period and a cultural model is a product of the 19th century, albeit with roots in the French Enlightenment. That is why we use the French form, Renaissance, rather than the Italian, Rinascita, to denote this rebirth. So now just letting you know about the Renaissance. Hold on, let me see if there's any more. It says the model of the Renaissance has evolved over time. An older generation of historians had a predilection for precision. The Middle Ages were deemed to have begun in 476 with the fall of the Roman Empire in the West and concluded with the fall of Constantinople in 1453. So now that's what they said. They said, and when you round up those years on average, it rounds up to about 1,000 years. So I can see if you can put it up on the calculator. Let me get 14. Hold on, how do you? Oh, your phone's on. Let me do it. Let me get my calculator out.
So what, Constantinople was the capital at that time?
Yeah.
Shoot.
See, so now they from the fall of Rome to the fall of Constantinople, it was like 977 years, man. Get me around that up, that's almost 1,000 years. And then at the fall of Constantinople, technically it didn't end then because King James and them was still ruling, but that was like the beginning of the end. Everybody knew what was coming. So it says ages were deemed to have begun in 476 with the fall of the Roman Empire in the West and concluded with the fall of Constantinople in 1453, when Greek scholars fled to Italy with classical manuscripts under their arms. Says the plays do reflect innovative classical influence as well as cultural continuities with the Middle Ages. Many of the chapters in this book address. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see if. Yeah, let me read this. The plays do reflect Middle Ages. Many of the chapters in this book address the blend of continuity and innovation in the culture of the period. The model of the Renaissance still affects the European sense of its past. In England, for example, secondary schools do not teach the language of England's past, Anglo-Saxon. Why? Because the Anglo-Saxons was black. Most people don't know this. The Anglo-Saxons was black. So in schools, they don't want to teach the Anglo-Saxon English. So it's because our line of cultural descent is deemed to originate in ancient Greece. So they don't want to teach that. They want to teach ancient Greece. And Rome, traditional schools, therefore teach classical Latin and sometimes ancient Greek. So they teach ancient Greek, which is the Greek that the white men spoke. It says the humanists of the Renaissance believed that classical Latin was pure and medieval Latin corrupt. I wonder why medieval Latin is corrupt. Because that's more of a Latin that we were speaking.
Just like today, the language, the English we speak ain't real English. It's ebonics, it's slang, it's this, there's the proper one.
There's the proper
that's
one. It says, and so taught classical Latin. We do the same today in case of the Greek. We are much more precise. We do not teach Homeric Greek or Byzantine Greek or modern Greek, but rather the Greek of Athens in the 5th century BCE. We got Zandervan in here. Yeah, so now I'm going to show you why they don't teach the Greek that we speak, man. So now we're going to go to the word Hellenist. We're going to look up the word Hellenist in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. And now we're going to show you why they don't like to teach that kind of Greek.
Hellenist, yeah.
Also, any questions, put them in the chat. But on topic, off topic, whatever you want, put it in the chat.
Hellenists, non-Greeks who spoke Greek.
Non-what?
Greeks, non-Greeks who spoke Greek.
See, a Hellenist was a non-Greek who spoke Greek. That's why they didn't want to teach that Greek. Because that Byzantine Greek was what? Non-Greeks who spoke Greek. Go ahead.
A term used specially of Jews who made Greek their tongue.
And now that's why they want to teach it. Why? Because that Greek, let me read it in here again. That Greek that they're speaking of comes from niggas that made Greek their tongue. And they're like, we ain't teaching no niggas version of Greek.
That's right.
Same like in schools, when they teach English, they don't teach patois. They ain't teaching that, man. Why? Because they hate the way you look, hate the way you speak. They hate every single thing that you do. So it says, Latin corrupt and so taught classical Latin. We do the same today. In the case of Greek, we are much more precise. We do not teach Homeric Greek or Byzantine Greek or modern Greek, but rather the Greek of Athens. So now they would rather teach the Greek of Athens. So now I guarantee you, let me pull up the Greek of Athens, see what I get.
We gotta share it again, all right?
Yeah. No, this ain't really giving me nothing anyway. Snooze. Let me drop that. So now they would rather the Greek of Athens. Let me see if there's any more in here that I even want. All right, I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna see what else I want. All right, so now where's Leonardo gone now? Oh, there. So now I'm gonna go to in the book of Leonardo. I'm gonna go to page 128, and blocks RP but should support Israel, as in the Israelis in the land of Israel. I wouldn't, but you're free to support who you want. First of all, you'd have to let me know where you're from, your background, and that will help. to answer your question, I think 128.
This book's pornography, man. Fucking hell.
Really? Like this was their pornography before they had TVs and whatnot.
28, yeah? 27. Cool.
So now, right here, after the Renaissance, this became Jesus Christ now.
That's the phone, sorry.
Oh. Hold on one sec. We're just going to add it to the stream so we can show you the picture. So before the Renaissance, all the images we showed before the Renaissance had Jesus Christ as black. So now we're going to show you what became of Jesus Christ once they took over. So during the Renaissance, this is what happened. This became Jesus Christ. Now let me pull up Leonardo da Vinci. Bear with me, bear with me. You're half Jamaican, your father. I am half Jamaican, your father, and half Jewish mother. Listen, man. Blacks, where are you from? What you should do is contact the school, because there's a difference between the Jews in Israel today and the real Israelites who are black. Now, if your father is a black man, you would be a real Jew according to the Bible. You'd be an Israelite who's one of God's chosen people. Whereas the Jewish man that you see in the land of Israel today, that's not him.
That's right.
So I'd say give the school a call, or just take the number, and then that way that way you can find out what you should do and who you should serve and whatnot. All right, so now this is Leonardo da Vinci. It says Da Vinci redirects here for users. In this Renaissance name, the name Da Vinci is an indicator of birthplace, not a family name. The person is properly referred to by the given name Leonardo. Hold on, let me just get his date. So it says the portrait attributed 1515 is the only contemporary depiction of Leonardo. So Leonardo was born 1452, which means obviously he started painting after that. So now all them paintings we showed from the 12th century of Christ being black, them paintings was hundreds of years old before Leonardo da Vinci was born.
That's right.
So before Leonardo da Vinci was born, the images of Christ was black. So how dare they come and paint over images and change it, man? Okay, that's all I wanted on that. All right, let me stop sharing that. All right, let me see where I want to go now. Let me get page 25 in this one. So now, after that, they started to draw a thing called the Madonna. Madonna just means mother and child. So now they started to draw pictures of Mary and Christ. And now they made them white. And look, that's what became the standard. So now when you see white people, now you think of Jesus Christ, you think of Mary. Why? Because of a lack of understanding and because of the flood which they cast out of their mouth. So right here, these images right here, this is the flood that they cast out of their mouth. So we see these things and we run with it, man. We see these things and think, yo, Jesus is white, not realizing Jesus Christ is black. That's a lucky. Let me get icons. Oh, that one there. No, the one at the bottom. That one.
Which page?
That one there. Page 122, I believe.
Damn, no one bought me too much books, man. Shit,
Yeah,
it's a heavy as well, man. What happened to the paperback, man?
I need to start just getting PDFs.
Heavy
So now,
books.
we showed you that picture of them having Christ as white. Let me get the... Now here is pictures which predate Leonardo da Vinci. And these right here had Christ depicted as black. These ones right here, man. Them ones had Christ depicted as black, a dark-skinned man. That's what they had. Look, man. And these predate that. And these are what? Early 1300s. So if these are the early 1300s, and Leonardo da Vinci was born in like the 1400s, that means these pictures is over 100 years older than Leonardo da Vinci. So how don't you believe what we're saying, but then you're going to believe these white paintings? Whereas these right here is older than Leonardo da Vinci by 200 years. 200 years older than Leonardo da Vinci.
Yes,
I'm going to go one further. I'm going to show you that depiction of Christ matches the depiction of Jesus Christ in the Bible.
That's right.
Let me get Revelations 1:1 real quick. So the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 1, then I'm going to jump down to verse 13. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John.
Look at that. This is a revelation of Jesus Christ, man. The word revelation means to reveal or to make known, man. Skip down to the part of 1. So in this chapter, we're going to reveal how Christ looked like. Now let's see if Christ looked like someone like this or someone like this, man. Come on.
So verse 13, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks.
Once I got to do the comparison, so lucky I'm about bury me 1 second. What page is it again?
I think that might have been page. Hold on.
Oh man, the battery died. Fuck it up. Lucky.
I might have to show that shit to the camera. In that one, it was page 128. So now we're gonna do the comparison, man.
128, yeah.
Hold on, let me just remove this from the stream.
Go ahead. Plug in that here, please.
So now the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
One like the Son of Man. This chapter talking about Jesus Christ, man. We skip down, but it's still talking about Christ, man. One like the Son of Man, speaking about the Son of Man, who was Yahushai, or as the world knows as Jesus Christ. Come on.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot.
And Jesus Christ had a garment on down to the foot, just like what you see here, man. Just like what you see. Look, for anyone that can see, this picture here got a garment on right down to the foot, man. A long garment, man. A long Middle Eastern garment. Come on.
And girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
And he got a girdle around his paps. You can't see here, but he got a girdle around his paps, man, to keep his garment intact. To stop your garment from flopping all around the place. It's like having a belt. You have a belt to keep your pants up, man. Stop your pants from dropping down and, you know, falling to your ankles and whatnot. Christ had a belt to keep his garment intact, man. Come on.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
And Jesus Christ had a white woolly hair, man. In this picture, his hair ain't white and woolly. His hair's woolly, like an afro, but it's not white. Christ had woolly textured hair, man. That was the texture of his hair. White was the color, and woolly was the texture, man. Let me show you this man right here, man. This man here ain't got no woolly textured hair, man.
Exactly.
This man here got the stringy hair, man.
Exactly.
Stringy hair, flowy hair, long flowy locks, like, you know, like what white people have, like what Caucasians have, man. Christ got woolly textured hair. Who got woolly textured hair? Black people do, man. Hispanics do, man. Native Indians do, man. We got woolly textured hair, man. And guess what? When you get older, what happens? That hair turns white, man.
Exactly.
That hair turns fully gray. And when Christ, by the time Christ did his ministry, his hair was fully gray, man. Come on.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Come on.
And his feet.
And his what?
And his feet.
And his feet. Now, just keep in mind, everybody got feet. You know, some people don't have feet, but majority of people have feet, man. And your feet has skin on it, and your skin got a color, man. John looked down. Christ was wearing sandals. Imagine if you see a man that's way above you. What's the first thing you do? You bow down, man. Oh, shit. Let me show some respect, man. And John bowed down to Christ and saw his feet, man. Let's see what his feet look like.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
And Christ's feet was a color of fine brass. What color is brass? Brass is brown. I mean, Jesus Christ was a brown skinned man. And what you're seeing here is a brown skinned man. And if your feet is brown, that means your shins are brown. That means your torso is brown. That means your neck is brown. And that means your face is brown. So someone tell me, who's this, man? Exactly. Almost swore. Sorry, almost swore down the bar. So much I can't contain myself, man. Someone tell me, who the hell is this, man? This is identity theft right here, man. This is fraud right here, man. Someone needs to call the fraud team, man. You know, if you see a transaction come out in your bank, what's the first thing you do? Exactly. You call Barclays, you call TSB. And what do? They open up a case, man. They open up a case and they put you through to the fraud department, man. Black man, we got to go to the fraud department because this ain't Jesus Christ, man. This is not Jesus Christ according to what we just read. The transactions don't match, man. A transaction has been made that you ain't done. You're saying that according to the scriptures, Christ is a black man. Nothing like this oppressor in this book right here, man. This is fraud right here, man. Salakia.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
And not only was he brown, he was very brown, man. He looked very. If you burn anything, it comes out black.
Right.
The Bible says Christ was so brown, it's like he burnt in a furnace. Meaning what? Christ was a dark-skinned black man, man. Dark-skinned black man, man. The Wesley Snipes, man. We'll give some dark-skinned brothers, man. Myself, man. Some dark-skinned brothers. That was Jesus Christ, a dark-skinned man. Make no mistake, Christ was a black man. He was not a white man. Not only was he black, he was dark-skinned. Let you know what type of complexion he is. Why? Because black men come in many different shades, man. Come in many different complexions, and the Bible's letting you know what type of complexion Christ was. And Christ was like he burnt in a furnace, man. So like it on the
Right. Let me see if I can find some more.
We can get some more icons for you, some more scriptures for you as well, man. Just bear with, man. Any questions, make sure you type them in the chat as well, man. Also, contact the school 079 607 46784 as well, man.
Listen, man, I got an image right here. It says the depiction of this image of the Christ is based on Isaiah 7:14. Therefore, the Lord himself will give you a sign. Behold, a young woman shall be with child and bear a son and shall name him Emmanuel. And there's a picture right there. Look at that woolly hair, man. And there's a child picture of Christ right there. Look at that picture right there. That's a child picture of Christ with woolly hair, man. Look, when I look at Revelations verse 13 in here, says, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot and girded about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. Now, obviously, it's not going to have white hair there because he's a child. But there, he's got the woolly hair, man. And he's depicted as black with the woolly textured hair. That's not an image you can get around, man. You can't get around that image. Imagine we've been showing, how much black pictures have we showed of Christ today? Loads. From so much different books. We've gone into book after book after book. And people still don't believe what we're saying, man. That's the image right there of Christ being black. Hold on, let me go one further.
Which book you got now?
The manuscripts. Hold on.
Oh, you got our Living Bible as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I know you brought that one.
I had that from time ago. Bear with me.
So I can just make room, man, because I know I got all the factual evidence, man. So lucky.
So now, hold on. So now, I'm going to go one further. This book right here is called the Early Spanish Manuscripts. And now, when we open it, there's a picture of a black Christ in there, man. There's a black Christ in there. And this is from, I'm sure this might be from the 7th century. So lucky if you could read that for me, Baba Kishore. I'm going to let the book speak.
Christ, whose darkened flesh
Wait, Christ with what?
Darkened flesh tones.
Listen, man. We read in the Bible that Christ is dark skinned. This right here called Christ said Christ with his darkened flesh. Go ahead.
Now give him an almost negroid cast.
Give him a what?
Negroid cast.
Oh, let's pull up the word negroid. They say in the book that we wrote. I'm telling you, let's see what negroid is. Bear with me. I'll just read it from here. It says the term negroid has been deliberately omitted to avoid confusion. It has been applied to both Africans and the spiral-haired peoples of Southern Asia. Listen, they removed what negroid means. Negroid is dark-skinned black people.
That's right.
Like nigger, that's what it is. So here it says relating to the division of humankind represented by the indigenous peoples of Central and Southern Africa. So they're just talking about dark-skinned people. That's what negroid means, basically, dark-skinned people. We the real Negroes, man. And in this book right here, it called Jesus Christ negroid. I think that's the only part I need. So now, when we look at this, you probably can't see it from there. Look at this. There's a negroid picture of Jesus Christ, man. Negroid. That's Jesus Christ. There inside the cherubims. And what color are these cherubs? These cherubs are black, meaning the angels. And what color did the Bible say the angels are? The Bible said the angels are black.
That's right.
And the Bible said Christ is black. And what we're looking at right here is a black Jesus Christ surrounded by black angels, man. That's what we're looking at right here. You can't get around it. Imagine this book right here. Hold on, let me see if I can get the date on this. It might be on the next page. I'm trying to get the date. No, it's not that one probably. Hmm. I can't remember, but I'm sure it's 7th century. Hold on. See, this one says one of these is from the year 960. That's like what, 600 years before the oppressor came on the scene and started whitewashing images. And this right here is a Spanish book. So what we've been showing you is Christ depicted as black in all these records, man. Spanish, both versions of the icons, Turkish, in all of those things, man. Everywhere you go, Christ is depicted as black. Let me see if we can get some more. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2, man. Let me drill this into your head, that everything that we're showing in these images, we can also back it up with the Bible. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
There you go, man. Judah. That's where you get the word Jews from, man. The word Jew is an abbreviation of the word Judah, man. You speak to a Jewish man today and say, yo, you're a Jew. What does that mean? He don't even know, man. He don't know that to be a Jew means you come from Judah. And the Bible says the real Jews are in mourning, man. The real Jews' gates languish. You know what I mean? You're going to find that the real Jews ain't them people that call themselves Jews, but they're not in mourning, man.